Hi everyone, today we're creating a delicate geometric border on fine white tulle fabric. This technique is perfect for bridal veils or heirloom pieces where precision is everything. I've started by machine stitching a clean 1 centimeter hem. To keep our tension perfect, I'm using an 8-inch hoop. We're using a single strand of white cotton floss for that barely there elegance. To keep the back clean, you can use a tiny knot or secure the tail with a dot of fabric glue later. Since tulle is transparent, I've placed a dark backing fabric behind the hoop. This helps the white holes pop so we can stitch with total accuracy. Now let's zoom in for a clear look at our first borderline. To get that perfect architectural wave you see in the diagram, we are going to use a simple decreasing count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start by going down into the next hole on the bottom row. Now, skip 4 holes directly above it and bring your needle up through the 5th hole. Pull your thread through gently. Move to the next hole on the bottom and go down. This time, skip 3 holes above and bring the needle up through the 4th hole. Again, go down into the next bottom hole. Skip 2 holes above and come up through the 3rd. Finally, go down at the bottom, skip just 1 hole and come up through the 2nd. Watch the pattern. It's a rhythmic 4, 3, 2, 1 count. Follow this decreasing count, skipping 3, then 2, then 1, to create this beautiful fluid wave. Tulle comes in many different mesh sizes. If your fabric has larger or smaller holes than mine, don't worry. You can easily scale this pattern to fit. Simply adjust the hole count to maintain the height you want for your border. Remember to work from left to right, maintaining a light touch so we don't puckering the delicate mesh. By always coming up at the top of the wave, you ensure the thread sits perfectly flat against the tulle. Just repeat this 4, 3, 2, 1 rhythm from left to right. If you're working on a long bridal veil, keeping this consistent up at the peak motion will make your border look like it was made by a machine, perfectly symmetrical and professional. When your thread runs short, simply leave a small tail at the back and start fresh with a new strand. To secure your ends, you have two great options. For a quick and sturdy finish, you can tie a discreet micro knot on the reverse side. However, for a truly seamless high-end look, I recommend trimming the tail to about 1/2 centimeter and securing it with a tiny drop of fabric glue. Choose the method that best suits your project's needs. Either way, the goal is a clean, invisible finish from the front. Instead of standard cotton floss, try silk floss or viscose rayon. The natural sheen of silk looks much more expensive on bridal tulle than matte cotton. Use a size 10 or 12 embroidery needle. The thinner the needle, the less you will distort the hexagons of the tulle. Now that our top border is finished, let's create the centerpiece of our design. For this section, our needle will move horizontally, creating a sophisticated woven look. We're still using a single strand of white floss to maintain that airy, delicate feel. Skip 2 holes horizontally to the right and come up from the third. Now move 3 holes vertically upward. Now skip 2 holes horizontally to the right and come up through the third. This creates a structural architectural look that beautifully offsets the wavy lines above and below it. Once your stitching is complete, it's time to secure those ends. Trim the thread back to roughly 1/2 centimeter, then use a small dot of fabric glue to lock the tail in place. This ensures your beautiful border stays secure through years of wear, while keeping the back of your work neat and professional. To finish, I've rotated my hoop to repeat that first wavy pattern on the bottom edge. By mirroring the top, we create a perfectly balanced, professional border. This subtle texture adds so much luxury to a simple piece of tulle. Apply this border to the very edge of a 3-meter-long cathedral veil. Suggest using silk thread for a subtle, expensive glow that doesn't weigh the tulle down. Instead of a full border, use this pattern around the wrists of a long-sleeved bridal gown. It adds a jewelry effect without the bulk of actual metal. By using the natural grid of the fabric and our simple rhythmic count, we've created a piece that looks like it belongs in a high-end bridal boutique. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more specialized stitching techniques. I'd love to see how you use this pattern. Tag me in your projects or leave a comment below with what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching and happy stitching.